Second straight week, this is what we do. We go live during the fourth quarter. You're watching Patriots trailing by 2 touchdowns right now at the Jacksonville 27. We're starting the fourth quarter. Fire off your questions down below. We'll answer them as we go. You want to call us, meaning hit that fan line button. You can join us as if it's a call, except we'll see your pretty face. Brady just throws it deep to Gronk, incomplete, 3rd and 4. Wiggy, what are you seeing right now?
Struggle offensively, they haven't been bad. Defensively, Jesus, I mean, Eric Rowe is getting absolutely barbecue chickened out there. At a point in time, they took him out of the game and they put Jason McCourty in there. I mean, defensively, they're no pass rush. You know, I don't know if it's because Flowers went out, but they're way more blitzing.
Hold on, Wiggy. 3rd and 4. What's the call here?
3rd and 4. I think you got to you got to get the first down, whether that's White, Hogan, maybe Gronkowski down low.
Patterson. Oh, I hate that play call. Fucking Cordell Patterson. Come on. 28 has been torching him in the fourth quarter.
Right. I don't get some of these calls. 28.
White's been killing him. Cordell Patterson. No. Do you kick it here?
Yeah, you got to kick it. You got to kick it, cut into that lead.
Okay.
I don't get, some of the calls. He did that earlier in the game. There was a 3rd down in the game, and he ran the ball.
Okay, that's good. 24-13, 14 minutes. A long way to go. Jacksonville has more than enough time to shit themselves.
Right.
If 17 doesn't put the ball on the ground there, Wiggy, is this even a game? Do you think the Patriots are just sort of playing out the string like a scheduled loss? And that fumble brings them back into it, obviously.
That fumble, obviously, but they defensively, man, even on the fumble, it's like the cushion that they're giving the receivers. I don't get it. And I thought the secondary was one of their strong points of the defense, but it's too much room, man. Every time, I'm looking at that, and granted it was kind of a little pick route, but you got to be able to communicate that better or see that. Or no, it's 3rd and short. And the other thing that's been aggravating the shit out of me is Blake Bortles has about 3 or 4 3rd down pickups where he ran the football. You got to do a better job of maybe spying him or something. He's capable of running. We've seen this before. So you got to do a better job of spying him, especially when your pass rush is not getting there.
So, Wiggy, here's what I think. I think in the first half, let's call it the first quarter and a half, I don't think your defense was that bad. I think Jacksonville was playing out of their tits, Wiggy. They were playing out of their boobs. The guys catching the ball one-handed at the point over the guy, the touchdown over Eric Rowe on that left side. Yes, it was versus Rowe, but that was a freaking dime. The first touchdown, Moncrief over Gilmore. I'm sorry. To me, I think the coverage was there. There were no blown coverages. They were on those guys. Bortles and the receivers playing over their heads in that first half. And then I think when we got to the end of that second quarter, the Patriots defense turned into a shit sandwich. But to start the game, I give Jacksonville credit, man. They were making plays.
Well, they were making plays. Yes, there was one-handed catches. But what I'm saying is there were other plays throughout that first quarter and that first half where Bortles had time. He was hitting guys in the flat. He was hitting guys in the middle of the field. Every play that he completed wasn't where defensive backs were hugged up on receivers.
Not everyone. I just gave you 3 examples in the first couple drives where he was putting it over guys. He was putting it on guys. Wiggy, that catch? Come on.
Yeah,
that's not the Patriots' fault. That's not the Patriots' defense fault.
No, I'll give you that catch. I'll give you the touchdown catch that Gilmore gave up. I'll give you that and the roll catch, the one-handed catch. But there were plenty of sequences in that first half where I was like, this is Blake Bortles. And he was basically just at one point they showed he was, 7 for 7 on 3rd down or something like that. And that wasn't because he was dropping dimes in there. That's because they were giving guys cushion. Guys were open. So I was a little disappointed with the defense in the first half, especially the pass rush wasn't getting there. They were running the ball.
Little pooch kick. Watch out there, Wiggy. Oh, that's a nifty little kick. You watch that. And some guys are going to shit themselves on that. Wiggy, hold on one second. I just want to read some of these comments because I asked people to comment in. And so Haxan says, respect level rising Jacksonville or Saxonville. My respect level rose for their offense. I think Bortles and those receivers and Grant played a great first half. Aaron asks how significant the loss of Flowers was. It was huge. I think that's huge in terms of getting pressure on Bortles. Dennis says this game reminds me of a certain Super Bowl. So I agree with, that's what you're talking about. This defense, a little soft as the game went on, Wiggy.
Yeah, well, I would have liked – it's just something – there was something about that first half defensively where I just felt like a lot of – the secondary, there was a lot of guys running free. The crossing routes were killing them. Like, I mean, you got to know, like, all right, if you're in a crossing route situation, you can't be chasing a receiver. You got to be, like, on his upfield hip or something. So I was a little – like I said, in the pass rush at the beginning of the game was non-existent. I think, Trey Flowers was there early, but it was just non-existent from everybody else.
Okay, I don't know if the Pats pull this out, but if I were in Vegas, I'd put money on them right now. The Jacksonville sphincters are tightening up there again, so you saw the handoff on first down. I think Jacksonville, again, I'm giving Jacksonville some credit, Wiggy. I think they played a smart game. I think they know that, or their game plan today to throw on New England, that's how you beat New England. You throw on New England. You don't run on them, you throw on them. And to come out there on that first snap and hand it off inside, little sphincter tightening. Let's see what Bortles has got here. Oh, there's another pick. Oh, there's your boy Van Noy. There's Kyle Van Noy, my buddy. I can't wait to hear from him.
Hey, you imagine all that shit talking about Van Noy last season and something about, listen, I know this guy is not a world beater, but just be in the right spot and be at the right place at the right time.
Oh, what a play. I'm telling you. What a great play by Van Noy. I love that guy.
You're going to have to apologize tomorrow.
For what?
For all that shit talking you did against Van Noy.
Why?
See,
on my notes right now, right now on my notes, I'm writing LT with the interception. Lawrence fucking Taylor right there.
All I want to see is the defensive backs make Bortles have to throw into tight windows.
This is the Patriots game, man. Jacksonville couldn't handle it.
Couldn't
handle it.
Be smart with the calls, McDaniels.
Weak. It's where he should be going, though. 28's where he should be going.
Be smart with the calls, though. But you got to get a touchdown here. You can't settle for a field goal.
I don't know.
You can't. I feel like Gronk's going to make a big play. Here's where Gronk makes a big play. Jacksonville says, you know what? We can't let these other guys beat us. We've been doubling them all game. Here's where he makes a big play.
I was going to say, where's Gronk been? Gronk was on Ramsey there a couple times, and Brady went away from him. You see that at the end of the second or at the end of the third quarter there?
Was he? I didn't notice that.
Well, definitely. There were two straight plays on either the first or second drive of the third quarter.
Were the Pats in like a double tight wing?
I don't know what formation they were in, Wiggy, but it was twice. Ramsey was on Gronkowski, split out wide to the left, and Brady went the other side to Dorsett. They avoided Ramsey.
Right. See, like here you go. Now you're 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9, Wiggy. Where's Gronk? Where's Gronk? How come they're going away from Gronk today?
He hasn't been out wide that much neither, and they've been doubling him. That's why if you watch, Jacksonville has had two, sometimes running 3.
Well, here it is right here. I think this is Gronk and Ramsey, top of the screen. Oh, strip sack! Oh, what a great play by Waddle. He almost got that ball back. Balls. Waddle almost got that ball back.
Come on. Like, you can't do that.
What'd you see there, Wig? Break down the play.
Call getting your ass whooped. That's what it is.
I think Gronk was on Ramsey there.
Was he?
Yeah, there. No, I'm sorry. My bad.
Just runs by him, man. Run by him. Jesus. You can't open up the gate so much.
So he just got beat clear around the edge.
Right.
Cannon being out is sneaky big.
That man, you were in perfect position. That hurts right there. Come on.
I'm still good for Jacksonville throwing it. That's exactly what you got to do.
That's what you have
exactly
to do.
Right. And not this shit down the field.
Well, that's what they were doing. And I mean, they were getting a lot of dump offs early in the games to running backs.
That Grant is nasty.
They were getting a lot of that early in the game. Like,
oh, it's too bad too because Van Noy, man, I was really pulling for him. He's such a humble guy.
You got to at least come away with a field goal. You can't turn the ball over there.
Owen says Jags have good coverage backers. That's why Gronk has been invisible. Yes. Yes and no. Yes and no, Wiggy. How many times have you seen Gronk double covered, guys all over him, and Brady still gives him a chance? Do you know why? I just wonder if today they are saying we're not going to expose Gronk in this game. And they're treating – this is one of these games where I think they were saying – I wonder. I don't know. Let Jacksonville have their Super Bowl in September. We're not going to fire all of our guns. They want to claim, a Super Bowl win in September. Let them. We're in it for the long haul. We'll see you in January. We're not going to go nuts in this ball game. Otherwise, they're going to Gronk more than they are. I'm sorry. I don't care if he's covered or not. When they got to have it, I care whether he's covered or not.
I kind of understand what you're saying. Like, yes, we've seen Brady force the ball into him on double teams. I mean, but as far as like Gronk this whole game, he's been getting double and triple teamed the whole single game. There hasn't been – I haven't seen any one-on-one coverage with Gronkowski. I've seen guys walk.
I know, but so what? Houston doubled him last week, and Brady still threw it up to him a couple times.
That I don't. Maybe Brady's like, if I go to other guys, they'll have to come off the double team.
Big play here, Wig.
Yeah, come on. See, this is what happens right here. Come on.
Oh,
nice play by
Gilmore. Holy shit! Give Bortles credit there.
But think about that, right? How many of those did we see in the first half where Bortles picked up by running like that?
This game is far from over, buddy.
No, we still got a long way to go. That was big. But think, even if they come away with 3.
Are they going for it here, Wig?
No, you'd be stupid to do that.
They're going for it.
Really? Are they on their own side of the 50?
Nope. They're like the Pats 45 or something. Now they're going to waste a timeout. Now that's stupid. Either be ready to go or not. Now kick it. If I'm them, I'm throwing to Grant.
Let's see where the ball is.
I'm dumping it off to Grant.
All right, so they're about Pat's 44, 43-yard line.
Matt says difference in that situation from last possession compared to AFC Championship game. No Amendola. Good one. See, I agree, Matt. Excellent point, Matt. I agree 100%.
But also, think about this. No Edelman either. I mean,
well,
I know.
Of course, no Edelman. But and that's when Amendola shows up. How about this? 4th and 1, Wiggy. If I'm them, I'm throwing it to Grant.
Straight count. Could be
just high formation with the fullback. I hate that.
Yeah, all is just the dummy counts.
And they burned a timeout just for that. They burn a timeout just to fucking try and draw him off. That is so dumb.
Right. Like, I mean, they don't even do that in youth football. That's snap count.
I mean, I just don't like wasting a timeout to do that.
Well, they use the timeout. The reason why they do that with the timeout is because to make it seem like, oh yeah, we're gonna come up with some great play.
Well, yeah, I don't know. They lost the 5 yards anyway.
Right. Almost the last time this guy punted, the snap was high, so maybe we can get something there.
We?
Yeah, we. That's right. You goddamn right, we.
We.
Damn right, we. I get a ring.
You also played for the Jets.
Yeah, but I didn't grow up watching the Jets. Come on.
Well, that's pretty nifty how he does that. A lot of guys do that now, but that's pretty sweet to be able to suck it back like that, like a sandwich. Oh, how about Bortles?
How about Gilmore coming up and lowering his shoulder?
Steve says, think Bortles got his bell rung on that hit. Well, it's a penalty. I'll tell you what, that should be a penalty now, isn't it?
No, man, that stupid penalty rule. Throw that shit out the window. Unless it's like absolutely, like the one that they called on Jacksonville early in the game.
Good call.
Yeah, good. Like that. Like okay,
well, hold on, that was just as bad.
No, but no, because the reason why the Jacksonville won is because the receiver was kind of defenseless. In this situation, both players are coming up to each other. Don't call a penalty there.
Did you see Clay Matthews earlier today?
Huh?
Yeah, Clay Matthews roughing the passer in the Green Bay game?
Yeah. The same thing happened to Brady early in the game. Did you see the one?
No. But what? To end the game in the fourth quarter?
No, I understand what you're saying, but that rule of they're not really calling a rule, but like you know how you're putting your body into them? Clay Matthews.
That's insane. On the last to call that in the fourth quarter on an interception to end the game, that's fucking insane. I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is that the reason why the call is so inconsistent, there's similar. It happened to Brady early in the game where the guy kind of put his body weight on him and they didn't call it. So I'm not a fan of that body weight call there.
It's insane. In the fourth quarter, in a tightly contested game, holy shit.
Unless he picks him up and then literally drops him, then okay. But if it's kind of like a momentum thing, how about Minnesota, though, missing the field goal?
Three of them. Yeah. Sean in the comments says second straight week for Matthews. I agree, Sean. Packers are a dumb team. Matthews is a dumb player. You play with fire like that, they're going to fucking throw the flag. So just push the guy down. Don't wrap. Packers get what they deserve. They're a dumb team. I agree 100%. Again, folks, if you want to join us, you can hit the fan line in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Apparently, a couple folks were on, and I missed them. So, again, just hit
the
fan line in the upper right-hand corner. Go ahead.
You know what? That's the reason why the Patriots ultimately they win some of these games is because we don't see them making a lot of dumb mistakes. Exactly. Coaches make dumb decisions.
Agreed 100%. Jeff in the comments says, on a Brady Magic comeback scale, what would this one take? 1 to a 10? This is a standard Brady pull one out of his ass. We've seen this many times.
Right, but you got to score though. You got to you got to get a touchdown here because you're going to eat up a lot of clock just because of where you are.
Okay, not necessarily. A field goal makes it a one-possession game.
Well, a little too much. You got to score though.
A little too much Sony Michel today, Wig?
No, I don't think so. I think they're just, trying to get – I mean, at times he looked like he was all right. At times he looked like he's going to make some plays for you. You can tell
he looks fine, but holy smokes.
You can tell he's still a little inconsistent in the passing game.
This is why I think they're treating this game a little bit – this is like training camp extended. They're getting – they made a point to get Michelle going. They're making a point to protect Gronk. Okay, let's see it one more time. It's third down here. Let's see if they go to Gronk.
They were in zone that time. Gronk was up top in front of Ramsey.
How many targets has Gronkowski got on the day? Like 2?
He's got 2 catches for 15 yards. So, and then I think he might have threw one to him early in the game, which should have been a holding call on the defense, but they didn't call that one. It was on third down. Gronkowski and your boy up top.
Mitchell says you can't do what Matthews did, but you can hit Bortles the way you can't hit Bortles the way we just saw. I thought the penalty should have been on Bortles. I don't know if people misunderstood. I don't think Gilmore did anything. Bortles was the guy who lowered his helmet, and they gave him the first down. There you go.
Right.
It's close. Don't challenge it if you're Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Derek asks, so why was McDaniels lighting up the team in the first half? Because Brady was? That's my answer. I don't know. Did you see that, Wiggy? They both
that was because of that messed up play when whatever they led. I think it was Calais Campbell came in free and the running back had to pick him up. I think by that point it was frustration because Brady was getting knocked around. And Brady was pissed. McDaniels was pissed. Come on, we got to be able to pick this up. You think he challenges it?
No, it's a first down. He got it. I think this is silly.
It is. Because now
it's an inch. Let's play defense. You got the whole field to defend. Like, you're not going to get this spot.
Well, that's the difference. Because if they lose this challenge, they lose a timeout now. Now let's just say they get late into the ball game and they need that timeout.
I don't think you should be allowed to challenge spots. It's too. It's how could you possibly tell? Like he's actually short there. The ball goes out of bounds short of that thing.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to be. It's just too difficult to tell.
Right. I don't think they'll do it. But if you're asking me, he's short. But I don't think they'll reverse it. All right, Wiggy. What else? What else do I got? Okay. How about this? How about in the first half? So instead of the Patriots getting that hairpin turn, it's Jacksonville getting, 7 points in the second quarter, 3 in the third. So give Jacksonville again credit for doing what no one else can do, and that's keeping the ball out of Brady's hands. But on that touchdown drive, the Patriots blitzed a couple times and got burnt. How do you feel about those blitz calls?
I don't mind the blitz calls, but if you're going to blitz, and I think they completed one to Safarian Jenkins or whatnot. The problem I was having in the first half, and when you blitz, you got to have your corners and your safeties up close on those receivers.
Right.
If the quarterback sees the blitz, he'll just throw it out early, and if the guy has room to catch it and run with it, he's going to pick up the first down. That's the issue that I was having. That's why I was saying to you in the first half, the thing that was frustrating me with the defense is that they were giving way too much cushion to a lot of those receivers, especially when they were being aggressive. I don't mind being aggressive, but you can't give so much cushion, and you got to make the plays. Do you see the Jawan Bentley play early in the game? Comes through, has Bortles dead to right, and Bortles just sidesteps him, comes up, completes the pass. It was stupid plays like that in the first half that were killers.
I just think, again, in the first couple drives, the Jags were unbelievable. I do. I just think the Moncrief touchdown over Gilmore was an incredible throw. There were two. Right. That one-handed catch was just stupid down the sideline. I mean, and Grant was great. And then I think as the game went on, the Pats softened up. But those blitz calls, that's the surest way for Bill, not to call blitzes. And you give up first downs on those plays.
You got to tell corners, hey, we're blitzing here, so get up. That means the ball's coming out of the quarterback's hands early, so get up there. Get up there close.
Aaron asks if Jacksonville wins this spot, you go for it if you're the Patriots?
No, you can't go for it. There's 9 minutes to go in the game. You got to punt, and you got to hope that you can stop them. You can't go for it. 9 minutes, and you give them the ball on what is this? The 19-yard line.
Short of the 19, the right knee down at about that point.
See what the call is now.
That's pretty clear cut. They got to back it up a half yard. Oh, they're going to punt it. Wow. Marone won one. I'll give him credit.
You got to punt. See, if you didn't punt, I would be saying the coach is dumb.
What's Brady's percentage on sneaks? I think he's been stopped once in his life.
Yeah, he had one today in the game. But you can't do it, Felger, you can't do it on your own 19-yard line with 8 minutes to go when you're down by 2.
Where was 4th and 2 from?
Yeah, well, how did 4th and 2 work out for them?
Not great as I remember.
Yeah, it's still being talked about around here.
That's still a generous spot.
Punt, go down there, play good defense, stop them. Maybe you get better field position, get the ball back, score, and now you only be down by what? What are they down? 11? You'll only be down by 4 with a few minutes, if you get the ball back with 3-4 minutes.
I know on the 19 you don't typically do it, but Brady picks that up almost every single time. He almost picks that up. I've never seen him again. Well, I think he's been stopped on one crucial sneak in his whole life.
Oh, you gotta move.
Right. The lineman has to move. You're right.
You have to move. That was perfect.
They had him. He didn't fair catch it. What an idiot.
Oh, my God. You got to move.
So you're saying that guy comes across. Is that what Bill's saying right there? Did he just say move?
He's got to be telling him. On the other side, as soon as he comes across, move.
Right.
Oh, my God, man. Players, man, I'm telling you, the new age players, they're football.
Look at Bill. Who is that? Who's 36?
That's King.
You know what? You don't need to know who 36 is anymore because he won't be here on Monday.
That's what's his name? Is it Brandon King?
Crossan? I don't know.
I think it's King.
Is that one of their 14 fucking special teams guys that they have on this team?
You got to move. You got to be in that situation. Hey, we're going to go with a little head bob here. If they come across,
they're still throwing, Wiggy. How about that's Tom Coughlin there?
What I tell you, crossing routes.
Well, there you go. I think Lawrence Taylor might have missed the tackle on this. I have to go back and look. I think LT there on the edge, number 53, might have blew the tackle in the flat. I'm not sure.
Nobody covering him because it looked like man coverage to me.
So that's King. That's your guy, right?
Crossing routes. How are you running a crossing route? It's like how are you that wide open? Somebody's got to cover him. Somebody cover him. How do you run a crossing route and you're that wide open?
That punt, that was a good call, Wiggy. They had him, and 36 didn't move. Bill was pissed. But why is it 36? Couldn't anyone have moved?
Yeah, anybody moves. But I'm just saying the reason why is because he's the closest one to you. And then as soon as he jumps, then they'll, once he comes over, you jump and you can at least say, well, that's why I reacted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's the guy on the other side, they're going to say, well, that guy didn't, he's so far away from you because he's the closest one to him.
Let's grab a call on the fan line. Andrew is in Lowell. Again, you folks can just join us by hitting the fan line, upper right-hand corner. You join us on your smartphone as if it were a talk radio show, except we see your pretty face. There's only one rule, and that's you're not allowed to show us your Hogan. If you reach for it, we'll drop you. There is a producer there, so if Andrew in Lowell is up, he can join us. If not. Owen on the comments below us says the whole linebacking core had a terrible day. Oh, anyway, here's Andrew. Go ahead, Andrew.
How you doing today, boys?
Good.
I think you made a great point earlier today, Felger. The Jacksonville Jaguars are playing out of their minds today. But that coupled with the Patriots' lack of defense, we're not seeing that same great pass rush that we saw last week against Houston. So I think those two combined, Jacksonville, this win today.
Okay, Andrew. Wiggy, I think it started with Jacksonville. Again, Jacksonville made plays early and softened you up, and then you were complicit. But it started with Jacksonville. I'm going to give them credit.
I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from Jacksonville. Don't get it twisted here. Jacksonville played well. All I'm saying is earlier in the game, I just felt like the defense, there was no pass rush. And then the spacing between the receiver and defensive backs was pretty good. Running backs, I saw a lot of what we just saw in the touchdown run, like running backs free in the flat, crossing routes, nobody on guys, those type of things. I give Jacksonville credit defensively what they did. But I also, was a little disappointed in the first possession with the Patriots because they have an opportunity there. I think they called a run play on third down. It was like 3rd and 5. I think they called a run play on third down, and then they come out, they try to kick the field goal, and they end up missing. Maybe if you get in that position and let Brady throw it, if you get points, so what I'm saying is if you get points to go up 3-0 or 7-0, it's a different ball game a little bit. But
let's grab another call. Matt in Framingham on the fan line, our buddy, Matt in Framingham. And Pat's just handing off to Burkhead. So if this is what they're doing, get Gronkowski, get these guys out of here if they're just going to now run out the clock. What do you think, Matt? What do you think today?
Wiggy, I agree with you. It seems like they're trying to protect Brady by running the ball because of the pass rush that's coming at him. But that obviously wasn't the winning formula. We need the ball in Brady's hands. And it just happened where on special teams, they're beating us in all phases of the game. But in special teams, when the guy jumps over and nobody reacts and touches him, that was a swinging point in this game. That would have been a first down, but instead, you saw what happened, and it's just one of those games where I wonder if the weather affects them, but I don't want to give them any outs. You know what I mean? But definitely as a
Matthew, I do think they're holding back a little bit. I do. When you don't throw to Gronkowski, that's a tell, man.
Still, Burkhead. I mean, it's
right.
Been like that.
Right now, they're just in the mode of basically you know what? We're going to concede in this game. There's no way we're coming back. This
is how they were playing in the first quarter.
Well, you know what I didn't like in the first quarter, and I
Thanks
thought
for the point, Matt. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Wiggy.
there was some questionable play calls early in the game on third down. There was a couple times it was like 3rd and 5, and they ran like Brady in the gun, and they tried to hand it off, and it was just like it just I don't know. Sometimes I think Josh is a great coach, and I think he calls a great game like 99% of the time. But there's always those couple of times where I was like, Josh, what are you doing there?
No, Wiggy. So, right, on successive plays in the first quarter, first half anyway, 3rd and 1, Mitchell stopped short, punt. 3rd and 5, draw to Mitchell for 3. So they went to Mitchell twice on 3rd and 1 or longer, which is usually a throwing down.
Oh, you mean Sony Michel? Yeah, Sony Michel, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
And I don't get it. Like, I'm like, why? Just let Brady throw the ball. I don't care if you put him in shotgun. It is 3rd and 1. Like, that's not who you are. That's not your identity. Like,
get him out of there already now. Get him out of there.
Yeah, that's not your identity. Like, you don't have that big back that can just go give you 3rd and 1 and just go.
James writes and says Dorsett's emergence is encouraging, right? I would say yes. I still think he's like a nice little possession option there outside the numbers, just what they need.
Right. But I still think that, you could clearly see that they still need a little bit more. And I don't know, people.
I'm sorry, but Cordell Patterson's useless to me. Like, I'm just not.
Yeah, he hasn't done. I mean,
I'm just not a fan of that player. He's too.
The one chance he got to get the ball, if Brady throws it to him, he falls down on 3rd down.
I mean, this is his play. This is all he's good for. Those little slip screens or reverse, but you know exactly what he's out there for.
That's it. He should be like that. Should be it. Like 2-3 plays a game. That's what he should do.
Wolfgang says this reminds me of the Steven Jackson game at Miami. I know scheduled loss a little bit.
You know, it's another play that drove me crazy. And this is where I say, like, Josh has a few plays. Do you remember the play he ran early in the game with Dorsett, like, going in motion, and then he
threw across the formation, for 1 yard. Yep.
Like, it's like, why? And I think that was a 2nd down play, and then it ended up being like 2nd and 9.
3rd and 9, yep, absolutely.
I'm like some of those plays, I just think like, it's like, I think with Josh, because he's so innovative and smart as an offensive coordinator, he tries to like go so far outside the box that there's a couple plays. I'm like, why, Josh? Just, if you want him to run him in the flat, just run him in the flat or something.
Wiggy, a couple of quick questions from the comments. Bill says, Jags, arguably best defense in the league. It's foolish to think Brady could come in here and win with just Gronk. Do you give Jacksonville that credit? You think they're the best defense now? Do you fear them in the playoffs if you have to go down there in January?
No, I don't fear them. I think they have a good defense. If you really look at this game, the Patriots offensively, especially in the first half, they were able to kind of move the ball. They were moving the ball. They moved the ball in their first possession. They missed the field goal. Yep. They had a couple 3rd and 1s like we talked about where they were moving the football. They just weren't, and it wasn't like Jacksonville was, like doing anything crazy. So I don't fear Jacksonville. I mean, I got to say this. If Blake Bortles, I don't know how Blake Bortles is going to play like that all the time. It's like he did it last year in the AFC Championship game in the first half, and he did it this year again in the first half where he's like, he plays out of his mind.
So do you know who I fear? Coughlin. I feel like Coughlin is behind it. We've got also, hold on, I want to get a couple more questions because their scheme, Jacksonville's offensive scheme, they get the most out of Bortles, man. Israel says he felt the defense couldn't stop anything early on. Thoughts on the defense overall, Wiggy, through the first 2 weeks?
The first game, obviously a good game against Houston, but I agree with him in this game here. I felt the same way. I was like, in the first half, I was like, Jesus, they can't stop them. They can't get off the field. They're giving up plays to the flat, the running back. It's like the tight ends are catching balls. I'm like, geez, they made Blake Bortles in the first half look like, they made him look like Joe Montana, and you got no pass rush. So I was a little bit concerned with that.
William says, am I crazy or could we finish 10-6 here with this defense? Again, with the Wii stuff. No, I don't think this is a 10-win team. This is 11-12 as usual. I mean, and they still might not be as good as they've been in the past. I think they're flawed and they have some problems, but they're going to win their games. And if it catches up to them, it'll catch up to them when it matters, which is usually what happens with this team. Yeah, don't look now, but Jacksonville, this is not over. Jacksonville got their second unsportsmanlike penalty call on an extra point, and so now the Pats are going to have a onside kicker from midfield. Just wait, Wiggy. This ain't over.
Pats will go 13-3. Don't let this game fool you. Pats is still the best team in the AFC.
They're going to go 13-3, and they still might not be that good.
What do you mean that good? I mean, they're a good team, but they're a good team. Did they have some holes and some issues? Yeah, but they're still a good team.
Watch this onside kick. Jacksonville's going to shit themselves here.
No, he's not going to onside it.
Why not?
You pin him down in there.
They got 3 timeouts. I mean, I don't know. Well, why not? You're kicking from the 50. Isn't that the time to do it?
Well, I mean, I know I heard them talking about not really, because even if you kick it right, you're giving them the ball on the 40-yard line. Pin them down in there. You got your 3 timeouts.
Okay, hold on. That's a Varian Jenkins touchdown right before the half. Yep. That was garbage by Chung. He can't cover, man. He sucks in coverage.
Well, he did get picked. If you go back and look at it.
He did. He got pushed. There's no question about it. I saw it.
But those are the things you got to.
Are they throwing here? Is he in the shotgun?
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to throw. I think they're just running.
Oh, it's a lateral. What the fuck was that? I'm telling you, not over. Never underestimate the opponent's ability to shit themselves against the Patriots.
That's why you asked, am I concerned with the Pats having to go down there, say, playing the AFC Championship in January? No, because I know the playoffs is way more intense than week 2 of the regular season. Like you said, they maybe – I don't know if they're doing this, but maybe they could be. Maybe they're not forcing balls into Gronkowski because it is week 2. But if it's a playoffs, they'll be forcing those balls in. Yeah, there's still plenty of time left.
They're going to call 2 timeouts. They're going to punt from their end zone.
Look
at Jacksonville. Look at Jacksonville. That's, again, that Jacksonville gets it. At least I give them credit. They get it.
Oh,
they did it last year. You know what? I'm sorry. They learned from their mistakes. In that AFC Championship game, they turtled. Not today.
Come on, man.
He won. I haven't fucking looked at that guy all day.
No, he's the 3rd tight end. He's the 3rd tight end. That's who he is. His one catch for the day. That's it. Unless you get a turnover here. We had a turnover early in the game. Bounced right into the guy's hands.
Jerry says Chung may have had concussion symptoms before he left. If not, shitty coverage. Chung can't cover, man. And Jacksonville, again, smart. 3rd and goal right there. They spread him out and they say, who's on Chung? Let me throw to him.
No, but that was Harmon who was covering him.
No, it was Chung.
No, Chung's out with concussion.
No. I'm not talking about this one. I'm still talking about the touchdown before the
touchdown. Yeah, that one there. Listen, Rowe can't cover. I don't care what anybody says. Rowe can't cover. They took him out. You see, they took him out. They had McCourty in there.
Yeah. Jason, right?
Then they put him back in the game in the 3rd quarter, and the guy beat him on like he ran a great out route, corner route, and that's like I could deal with Gilmore. He's gonna give up.
Oh, that was 3rd and 12, 84 again. Just torched him. Horrible coverage, right, Biggie? You're absolutely right. Look at Jacksonville still chucking it down the field. Oh.
I think they're just trying to rub it in now.
How about that?
Trying to rub it in.
Are they trying to rub it in? This is sort of stupid. I mean, I don't know. I like their aggressiveness, but at some point that gets a little much.
But like you said, you got to stay aggressive with the Pats. You can't, put in a position where you go run, and then the pass the ball back and boom, 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 touchdown.
So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm screening it here, though. I'm throwing it, but I'm making sure it's complete, and I'm making sure the Pats have to burn that last time out.
Pick 6 coming right now. Pick 6. Pick 6.
Or run it, yeah. Oh.
That's like his. I'd love to know. That's probably about his third or fourth third down,
yeah,
running the football. Like, I would think that they would spy him. Like, all right, somebody's gonna spy him. And Wise is hurt.
Steve says Patriots make every average quarterback look like a superstar. I don't totally agree with that because it seems that way, Steve. But I'd say even if you have an average quarterback in an average passing game, you still have to throw on the Patriots. I say it every week. And this is why I said during the week that Fournette being out is actually going to hurt the Patriots and it would help Jacksonville because then they're not tempted just to hand it off to the big load in the backfield because I don't think that's how you beat the Patriots. You beat them by throwing and throwing and throwing. Now Jacksonville maybe doing a little too much here, but so even if you have an average quarterback, it's the NFL, man. It's the NFL. You got to throw.
Yeah, especially when the other team defensively, they've been struggling all game to cover. I mean, all game long they've been struggling. You've been holes against the zone, man-to-man coverage. Guys have been running free. I mean, so that's what you have to do.
Wiggy, is spinning the ball on a non-touchdown a penalty? You allowed to spin the ball on just a first down conversion?
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
Oh, fucker, almost dropped the ball.
And that's like you kind of take a page out of the Eagles playbook last year in the Super Bowl, and you've said it a few times. That's the only chance you have of beating the Pats is you got to be aggressive. You got to throw the football.
Jeff says if Rowe is the problem, Wiggy, who should they try instead of him? What do you do? How do you cover that? I mean,
they put McCourty in there. It seemed like he did a little bit better of a job, but even guys are still running free. I just think I would try anybody but him. I'm not sold on Rowe personally. I'm just not sold on him. I would try, I would go with McCourty. Maybe Jones. I don't know. I'm just not sold on him. I know they had Jones out there one time. Jacksonville tried to throw a fade route early in the game. He defended it well, but I'm just not sold with Rowe.
All right, so you get Detroit next week. Patricia has to know who sucks and who doesn't.
Yeah, but Detroit sucks.
Detroit does suck, but they can throw. I'm just curious, how does Patricia – is Patricia smart, and does he do what Coughlin does, which is he isolate – he picks on Rowe, he picks on Chung, he picks on the guys who can't cover. He throws on the Patriots.
I mean, that's what I would do. If I'm going against the Pats, I'm like, listen, we're spreading them out. We're throwing the football all day long.
Absolutely.
We're taking a page out of Josh McDaniels' playbook, spread them out, throw the football, quarterback look for the matchups, take it, attack Rowe, trying to get, if it's Detroit, maybe you could get Golden Tate on Rowe or something like that, put him in a position. But I just think defensively, the thing about Detroit, they're not as good as Jacksonville. So,
throwing the ball, they should be.
No. I'm saying Detroit's defense.
Not even close.
Yeah, so maybe a few stops that Jacksonville made in this game. I don't think Detroit's making those same stops. This is that one game. I guess if I looked at their first 4 weeks of the season and you asked me what their record would have been, I probably would have told you 3-1 with that one game being Jacksonville. But I still think that the Pats are the best team in the AFC.
Al says Jacksonville will go back to handing off to Fournette in the playoffs. They might.
Yeah, that's what they'll do.
Right, I don't know. Again, Jacksonville walked into Pittsburgh and diced them up, and Fournette had a good game there, but they did. They put the ball in Bortles' hand, man, in Bortles' hands, and that's what you got to do.
Their next toughest game, their next toughest test is going to come October 14th when they play against Kansas City, Sunday night.
Mahomes, man. And Andy Reid can coach quarterbacks, and it looks like that guy can play.
And they'll throw the football.
Yeah, they will.
They will throw the football. And that would be one of the other games. Like, if I see them going 12-4, 13-3, that's where one of their games will come from.
Jeff says, would the Pats have won with Edelman on the field today?
I mean, I think they put themselves in better position to win the game. They probably do win because you got some of those third downs where maybe Josh is like, hey, let's let Edelman work the slot instead of handing it off on 3rd and 1.
You still thumbs up on Dez?
Hell yeah.
How about Josh Gordon?
Hell yeah.
Josh Gordon?
Yes.
You just want to smoke his weed. Don't come on.
I want somebody out there that after a couple weeks could just be another viable option. Now I would take Dez first, but I would take, Josh Gordon. I mean, it seems like he's kind of got all the mental stuff not under control, but he's kind of walking the straight and narrow. I don't know why
Cleveland isn't keeping. I mean, there must be something wrong there.
Well, Cleveland, I guess he hurt his hamstring doing a promotional commercial shoot. So I don't, I would take him just because I think the Pats need depth. They need anybody at that position to help out. As like you said, you think about it, right? What are you getting from anybody else?
Nick's hot take is that the Pats win this game if Patterson doesn't fall on his keister on 3rd and 4. That was a big play.
And
a horrible call, right? You know what? Just for you, I'm going to highlight that one.
Yep. Because then I think the next play was the sack strip. Was the sack fumble.
No. It was a field goal. So it made it 24-13 instead of 24-17.
What was the field goal the strip fumble possession?
So that was after the Van Noy interception. Van Noy intercepted, and then 3 plays later, the strip sack. That was it, too.
Right. I'm wondering what the plays that he called on that. You know what? Because to me, that was your biggest series right there. That was your – let's see if I can –
Well, that's it. You know what, Wiggy? Ball game. We're giving you all the analysis you folks need. Next Sunday, we're going to do the same thing. What do we got next week? It's
next week. It's is it Detroit?
It's Detroit Sunday night. You ready to do this at 11:30 at night, Wiggy?
Oh.
Yes, you are, man. I know you do a morning show. Talk to the people at the old FC. Let's see what your availability is. We're out. We'll see everybody next week. Bye-bye.
All right.